All right, had to restart this video twice now because of my dog going off upstairs. But today we are going to talk about something we haven't talked about in a few months, which again, some people care, some people don't, but it is part of what we like on this channel, what, will come in the future, and that is some Call of Duty news and some leaks. And to be honest, there is not much going on in the entertainment, thing that we haven't checked on. The new movies we've looked at, some exciting TV shows. Next week is something we're going to talk about a little bit with some rumored, Marvel Avengers new movies that haven't actually even been announced yet, that are rumors that are going to be at Comic-Con. But today we're going to talk about whatever they're going to call it, Black Ops 2.5, Black Ops 6.5, Black Ops 7. This is the new game that is slated to come out in the fall, that is developed by Treyarch, and that's a bonus for me. But the only negative against it is that they're on a less than 1 year cycle having to develop this game, which every time someone in Call of Duty, and which makes sense that they've thrown developers back-to-back years, it is basically just an extra DLC. It's not a new game, and the only thing that's new, and what we're going to talk about, is some of the movement. And I'll be completely honest, I don't know how excited I am for this. I have really mixed opinions. We'll start off here. I like that the rumors are that it's set 5 to 10 years after Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 to me it's a top 3 Call of Duty, and if you don't think so, you obviously did not play it, and especially didn't play it during its prime. It was, how we've talked about on this channel before, it was an all-around, amazing COD. Zombies, campaign, multiplayer, the competitive side of multiplayer, sniping, everything. YouTube and entertainment were popping off at the time. Now, that's all fun and dandy and whatever, but that was now 13 years ago, and you think a lot has changed in 13 years. Games are now on a battle pass model, which, say what you want, if it's worked well, it can work. I don't think Call of Duty's battle pass system has worked for me. I don't think there's much exciting stuff in the game. And again, don't get me wrong, I like Black Ops 6. I like it. I wouldn't say I like it any more than a like. It is a solid game that I can play and have fun with. But with this setting, it looks like, a campaign could be a good setting in terms of storylines and stuff like that could be really exciting. I'm looking forward to that. Now, on the zombie side, there has been leaks that it's back to a round-based system, which great. I think zombies for the past few years, probably since, Black Ops 4 was probably, I didn't even think was a great zombies mode, but in terms of how hard it was significantly harder than these zombies modes. I think these ones are a joke. I think there's too much stuff to make you overpowered, basically. And that's the thing where I think they need to go back on. They're talking about the old crew. I don't care if there's an old crew, and I love the old crew, but what I'm saying is they just need to develop a great story. That's why Black Ops 3 was great. That's why Black Ops 2 was great. That's why Black Ops 1 was great. And if you look at it, they have not had a great story these past few years. They just start putting 1,000 things in there, thinking that more content is better when it's not. Now, again, if this goes on to being a zombies mode like Black Ops 3, I'm all for it. Even a Black Ops 4 with perks, great. That's where they messed up with Black Ops 4. But now on to the bigger chunk that I wouldn't say nervous about, because it's happened before, but I'm more like, is it the time to do it? And that is, in this next game, they've been rumored to have wall running, and with the Omni movement, there has been rumors of like a thruster, kind of like Black Ops 3, which again, I loved Black Ops 3's multiplayer. I love the movement. I love the wall running. but I think I loved it for that time period. At that time, a lot of people were sick and tired of boots on the ground Call of Duty, which is understandable. I thought Advanced Warfare, as whatever you want to say, I thought it was a fun game. I thought Black Ops 6 was a fun game. Black Ops 3 was obviously one of the best Call of Duties of all time. But then Infinite Warfare was kind of just drowned out. And I think, again, it has been almost 10 years since a double jumping COD, a boots in the air COD, jetpacks. But I don't know if I really want to go back to it. I've already done it. I just think they need to make an overall better game, better maps, better sequences in campaigns, better zombies. And I think they're focusing too much on just changing a game that, already has its model and has had its model for the past 15, 20 years. And they want to, reinvent the wheel every time, when if they just made a good wheel that can just, be developed over time, kind of like how Counter-Strike does it, where they have a game that they can just update over and over again. I get that it's all about money, and I get releasing a new Call of Duty every year brings in all the big bucks. But at some point in time, which I think they've been doing for years, but they don't listen, the community wants a solid Call of Duty that they don't get tired of after 3 or 4 months. And that's where we're at. I know it's a cycle. I know everyone talks about the Call of Duty cycle and how this, everyone loves it and then everyone hates it. And then they turn back around and they're like, wow, why did we hate it? It was actually a good Call of Duty when the new Call of Duty comes out. And that's the problem, is like, I know Black Ops 2 had a little inkling of that. So did Black Ops 3. So did MW2 at the time. But when people started to like it, it didn't burn out. And people loved it for years. People stayed on Black Ops 2 throughout Ghost, Advanced Warfare. People stayed on MW2 when Black Ops 1 was out, when MW3 was out. And then they look back and they're like, well, those are great CODs. But now I look back and I'm like, I'm not gonna go hop on new MW2. I'm not gonna go hop on, this past MW3. I don't care. They're the same game. And that's the problem I think they have, and they need to develop more. They need to develop an overall all-around game. And to be honest, if this was just a Black Ops 2 remaster with some new movement and stuff like that, I'm actually okay with that. I know people would get tired of it quicker, I'd say, but I think right now that would be good, because you can have a basis of a good game, and then on top of that, add new maps from the past Call of Duties into this new movement and competitive system and all that. And yeah, it may be recycled a bit, but you have a good basis of a game. And I think that's where people are missing right now, is a good basis of a game. I don't think people that are just starting to play COD around this time and whatever know what a good COD is. And that's kind of sad to me, and I have been talking about it recently, but I'm not excited for many games coming out other than GTA 6. And I know I'm getting older. I know, kids are gonna like these games and whatever, but I genuinely think if I was a kid during this time, I would not like these games, or would probably play them the same amount that I'm playing them now. And I'm an employed 24-year-old that can play games at night and do whatever, and I choose not to. I don't really care about the games nowadays, and that to me is sad, because I really look forward to video games. I still enjoy the concept of a video game and stuff like that. And as Ian has talked about, in the next few weeks, days, whatever, we're gonna have some video game content on the channel with us actually playing through games. So that is something to look forward to, and something that we are looking forward to. But again, I hope that there are more games coming out that we can enjoy in the future, and I hope that these leaks and rumors all turn out to be okay for us, for a Call of Duty this next year. I know it probably does, and it's still gonna sell the same, maybe a little bit less, but all I'm looking forward to is something that I can enjoy for a good quality of time instead of a short time. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you guys are excited about some of the leaks and rumors, if you guys have some ideas for some stuff or some games that you want us to try, because we have a slate for some games, some Fall Guys, Among Us, obviously GTA 6 when it comes out, some FIFA Pro Clubs. But right now we would love any suggestions, and there's going to be a lot of good news and exciting things coming to the channel.